All right, Matt, thank you. At our top story tonight, Grants Pass residents are demanding action from the city after a man was killed last night during a shooting at Riverside Park. Newswatch 12's Brett Taylor spoke with one of the locals there on why they're wanting the city to take action to reduce violent crimes across the community. Brett, how are community members feeling after learning about this murder?
Well, Haley, local resident Sarah Gregg tells me that seeing police respond here to Riverside Park is becoming all too common, whether it's because of overdoses happening or people being killed in cold blood, just like what happened here last night. She also tells me that she's noticed crime steadily rising across the city and is now demanding that action be taken by city officials to stop deaths from happening, just like what happened right here last night.
It was terrifying.
For local Grants Pass resident Sarah Gregg, last night's murder at Riverside Park was one of the most terrifying nights of her life.
I was in my front yard with my dog and heard 3 shots fired, and a lady was right at the gate where it happened, and she's like, someone just got shot down there.
Police say that around 8 Sunday night, officers responded to the south side of the park, where they found a man dead with a gunshot wound. Shortly later, police arrested 34-year-old Charles J. Smith, who was accused of shooting and killing that victim. But for residents like Gregg, she says that occurrences like this are becoming too frequent in the city, and that crimes have been steadily rising since she moved into the community roughly 3 years ago. But when she's gone to the city and law enforcement for help,
I've talked to the mayor directly and pleaded that she help us, and I've talked to the police department several times.
She says nothing has been done.
Nobody will help us, and we have kids that watch drugs getting dealed and done right across the street from our house in the bathrooms, and people screaming and yelling at us and threatening us as they walk down the road.
It feels like the city cares more about the homeless than the general population.
I feel like our city is for the homeless and protecting them, but they're doing nothing to protect us.
On Monday, Newswatch 12 reached out to Mayor Sarah Bristol about what she and the city are doing about this ongoing problem, and were sent this statement. It is not acceptable to have people camping in our city parks. We have seen a significant increase in dangerous activity since 2020, when a court injunction was issued requiring the city to allow unhoused people to sleep in our parks. To date, the city council has not been able to come up with a plan for a shelter that would help move people out of the parks and provide supervision and structure. I understand that residents are deeply concerned about this situation and want the city to take action. I urge the City Council to establish policies to improve safety in the parks. Addressing this situation from all angles must be our top priority. But as we all know, actions speak louder than words.
I shouldn't have to see a shooting out my front door in Grants Pass, Oregon. I don't even care about the park. I just want to feel safe on my street, in my house.
And if no action is taken, and taken soon, those like Gregg say they'll take matters into their own hands.
We are going to find a solution to fighting back, because our city's not fighting for us.
Now, later on in our interview, Gregg told me that, again, if that action is not taken, she, alongside many others in the community, may file a lawsuit against the city. As for the suspect himself, Smith, we have learned that he is right now being charged with second-degree murder and unlawful use of a weapon, and was arraigned in court earlier this afternoon. Reporting live in Grants Pass, I'm Brett Taylor, Newswatch 12.